Yesterday we had a grand day of celebration here, and most of us are quite happy and a little tired. It was a really fantastic day, and there were two main themes to the day. One was celebrating the 35 plus, I think, years of ordination of our Abbeys, Venerable Tupten Chodron, and the other was looking instead of to the past, more toward the future in terms of another building, yet another building. What I wanted to talk about today was one thing that came up as a part of this celebration, which was the people in the community most of us made a practice commitment to our teacher. And so this is quite a wonderful thing to be able to do. You know, the teacher's role is to inspire us, to teach us, and we also can receive precepts from a qualified teacher. But then we have a little bit of a work on our side to do, and one of the things that we can offer is our practice, and I find this to be kind of a beneficial thing to my mind. You know, it's very easy for the mental habits to kind of drag you down, and you need something that kind of lifts you out of them. And so for me, I often think about offering service as an offering to the teacher, just because I do it for myself, I have to say. I do it to kind of lift myself up when I need my mind to lift up. Like in the morning, if I am aware of that, I just make a point of like, this is what I have to offer today. And that just gives me this little extra boost to get beyond kind of the mundane, you know how the mind goes. It just gets in a routine. It doesn't want to get out of it. So I think this was a great opportunity, and I think that a lot of us, I just heard little comments from people in the community that they enjoyed doing this. I found this helpful in the past as well. And it makes me think of one time one way these things function is like one time I went to my doctor's office for a physical, and I had to fill out this little form, and the form says, "Do you wear your seatbelt regularly?" And at that point, I kind of had gone in and out of that in my life. And at that point, I was kind of in an out where I wasn't always putting it on. Like I had this habit of putting it on as I was going down the road, and then sometimes I wouldn't bother, kind of thing, instead of putting it on before I started the car. And once I signed this thing that said I do this regularly, ever since that moment, I've worn my seatbelt regularly. And the only thing that happened that was different was I made a commitment. And so I think this is one of the values for us, is, you know, just picking something that is realistic, that's inspiring to us, that maybe goes against things that are a little hard for us, that aren't too hard, you know, things that are within our reach. And so this is one way that we can kind of lift ourselves up a little bit, just making a small commitment, maybe something you do daily, just whatever really comes up and you find works for you. So I just wanted to put that out there as something that we did yesterday, and very happy to have done this, and it's a good feeling, so I wanted to share that too.